In 1989, 6 actors said goodbye to their hit show and hello to lives nobody saw coming. One raised $2 billion, fighting a disease that's slowly killing him. Another formed a punk band and got arrested for unpaid debts. The youngest cast member ended up in handcuffs multiple times, and someone even used one actor's identity to commit terrible crimes. After 40 years, truth about this beloved sitcom family is more shocking than fiction. Michael J. Fox. When Family Ties ended in 1989, Michael J. Fox was more than a TV star. He was a household name. By then, he had already won 3 Emmy Awards and a Golden Globe for his role as Alex P. Keaton. Everyone knew him for his quick wit, charm, and unstoppable energy. His career was soaring, and it felt like nothing could slow him down. But then life took a turn that nobody saw coming. In 1991, while working on the movie Doc Hollywood, Fox noticed a strange tremor in his left pinky finger. It felt small, but it didn't go away. Doctors told him what was wrong. At just 29 years old, he had young-onset Parkinson's disease. It was a serious illness that usually affected people much older. Doctors told him that in just a few years he might not be able to work at all. The news was crushing, especially at the height of his fame. For 7 years, Fox kept his illness a secret. Many people, even some of his coworkers, had no idea. During that time, he kept working as hard as ever. He starred in movies like For Love or Money, The American President, and The Frighteners. In 1996, he returned to TV in the hit show Spin City as Deputy Mayor Mike Flirty. The role earned him more awards, another Emmy, 3 Golden Globes, and 2 Screen Actors Guild awards. But as time passed, his symptoms became harder to hide. By 1998, Fox decided it was time to go public. The world was shocked by the news. Instead of pulling away, he faced it head-on. In 2000, he started the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research. What began as a personal mission grew into something huge. The foundation became the largest nonprofit funding Parkinson's research. Since its launch, it has raised more than $2 billion and driven major progress in finding new treatments and diagnostics. Fox's honesty changed the way people talked about Parkinson's. By sharing his story and his struggles, he was open about battling depression and alcohol abuse after his diagnosis. He made it easier for others to speak up. Researchers now credit his advocacy for helping find new biomarkers and therapies. It wasn't long before Parkinson's was seen as a serious research priority around the world. Fox's road has never been easy. The disease has caused serious injuries, including broken bones in his shoulder, elbow, hand, and even his face from losing his balance. He's had infections and surgeries. Everyday life is a challenge, and he now relies on aids to help prevent further falls. Parkinson's is still kicking my ass, he said honestly. I won't win at this. I will lose, but there's plenty to be gained in the loss. Meredith Baxter. Meredith Baxter was once America's favorite TV mom. On Family Ties, she played Elise Caton, the caring and open-minded mother that everyone loved. But after the show ended in 1989, her real life turned into a story just as dramatic as anything on screen. In 1999, at the age of 52, Baxter was told she had early-stage breast cancer. It was a terrifying moment. 5 years earlier, she had played a cancer patient in a TV movie called My Breast. Now it was happening to her. At first, she didn't want surgery. She tried changing her diet and seeing alternative healers, but none of that worked. Finally, after her children begged her to do the right thing, she agreed to surgery. She had 2 lumpectomies, and they successfully removed the cancer. Around the same time, she had a breast reduction. For years, she had been the target of unwanted attention and crude remarks. This part of her recovery brought relief as well. Throughout it all, she spoke honestly about what was going on. Many women stayed silent about cancer then, but not Baxter. She inspired other women to take control of their health and speak up. Her honesty didn't stop there. In 2009, when she was 62, she appeared on the Today Show and shared a very personal truth. After 3 marriages to men, she had realized she was a lesbian. She called it a late-in-life awakening. This has only been for the past 7 years. She explained, it wasn't that she had been lying all her life. It was just that it took her years to truly understand herself. Rumors had been swirling after she was seen on a lesbian cruise, so she decided to speak up on her own terms. Her 5 children weren't surprised. Her oldest son simply said, "I knew when she told them." In 2013, she married Nancy Lockcatch in a quiet ceremony in Los Angeles. It was her 4th wedding, but it felt completely different. Locke was a contractor, and they had been together since 2005. Baxter said this was the first time she truly understood why people talk about the joy of marriage. Being with Lockcatch also helped her recover from the painful past. That past was revealed in 2011 when she wrote her memoir Untied. In the book, she told readers that her second husband, actor David Burney, had emotionally and physically abused her. Burney denied it, but she was clear. Alcohol had been her way of coping with the pain. She drank heavily during their years together, but had been sober since 1990. Even as she faced all these struggles, Baxter kept working. Throughout the 2000s, she appeared in guest roles on shows like Cold Case and acted in TV, movies, and holiday specials. Off-screen, she became an advocate for causes close to her heart. Her experience with cancer made her a strong voice for women's health. Her coming out inspired many in the LGBTQ community. Through it all, she stayed true to herself. Justine Bateman. Justine Bateman was once best known as Mallory Keaton, the fashionable sister on the hit sitcom Family Ties. From 1982 to 1989, she played that role and earned both Emmy and Golden Globe nominations. But when the show ended, things changed. Hollywood struggled to see her as anything but Mallory. The roles dried up, even though she appeared in shows like Arrested Development, Desperate Housewives, and Californication. She never felt satisfied with her career. So at 46, she did something bold. Bateman went back to school at UCLA in 2012 despite being told her GPA wasn't high enough. She took math and coding classes to get into the computer science and digital media management program. In 2016, she graduated. It wasn't just a hobby. Bateman wanted to help drive technology's impact on entertainment. With her new skills, she directed her first film, Violet, which premiered at South by Southwest in Toronto in 2021, starring Olivia Munn and Justin Theroux. The movie earned an 82% certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Critics praised its bold style and psychological depth. Before that, her short film 5 Minutes had already won awards at the 2017 Toronto International Film Festival. Bateman also wrote 2 best-selling books. Fame, The Hijacking of Reality, came out in 2018. It explored our obsession with celebrities. Face, 1 Square Foot of Skin, followed in 2021 and took a brave look at aging and beauty standards. Both received critical praise and made Bateman a respected cultural voice. She hasn't been shy about challenging Hollywood